Sorry gentlemen, last attempt failed. Nanilian, Piscilian, good day everybody. I'm still waiting. Again it's gone. I don't know what's happening. Why it's going every time. I don't know. Those signals are coming, but I cannot say whether it will work or not. Let us go ahead. What to do? Sometimes you cannot handle everything. It goes into its way. Still marking is not coming. But let us see. Let us try our best. This is Engineer Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat, India this day. And here is, you can say, some document drawing with you that tells you about work I've been doing. Important point is that we have to understand what is being done. Today's problem, I don't know what's happening, but no problem, we'll continue. I say good day everybody in Nanilan times, Piscilian time, using terminology Piscilian also, or Picilian, don't know, P-I-C-I-L-L-I-U-N, which says that it is 6 billion times I am wishing you, and Nanilan shorter one. So I think you should know what I'm talking, Piscilian or Picilian or Nanilan. I'm here to talk to you about quality of life, quality in life, and why we should be concerned about this. It is very interesting one. I have tried myself many times. Interesting one, and we should be happy about what I'm talking. I'm not saying you support me or don't support me. I'm not interested in that. I'm doing my job for entire universe, entire world. Now how do you feel? It's up to you. There is no regret, no request, and nothing on this. I am basically a cell engineer. I am interested in correcting existing system of world. That is bad quality, substandard quality, bad quality of people. There is no unison in society. Society is going in a way that there is no direction. Directionless society, useless society, money, running behind money society, aimless society, thinkless society. Even students cannot think, matured cannot think, seniors cannot think, society cannot think all over world. I think a destiny is left for everybody, including all sections of society, that money is everything in life. Yes, that is true. Money is everything in life, but we should not say everything. We can say something. Because other than money, there are so many sections, so many elements or components which society depend upon. For example, what do you think? What's your character? What's your objective in life? Are you good in health or no? You may say, oh, money can solve every problem. Yes, you are right, money can solve every problem. If you think so, if it can solve every problem, then one should not die at all. One should not leave this world, because money can solve every problem. Money should not allow any ailment to come to body. So we can say we are just living in a doldrum society which has no base, no superstructure. This society is like that. Animals, we talk of, oh, these are animals, we cannot handle them, these are very bad community. But I would say, if I compare now, there is no difference between human and animals or others. We used to study in our social sciences when we were in primary schools that man or human is a social animal. Now, trend says that it's not simply social animal, it would say wild animal, I would say, wild animal. There used to be, you can say, joint family systems in urban areas, in rural areas, before in past, you can say all over. In every country, people used to stay together. Then it transformed to nuclear families, and then it further transformed to which families I cannot name, because neither I find joint family in general, nor I find nuclear family in general. I find only that family which means nothing. Smartphone family, dating family, club family, I don't know what. Fighting family, dispute family, murdering family, crime family. I don't know which families we should belong to. Money hungry family, for purpose of money you can kill anyone, everyone all over world. For purpose of power you can do whatever you wish, being leader. And that's very, very important. We have to be clear about that. This drawing you can see is Supreme orders all URSC to do all world controls. What does it mean? Supreme means whoever you believe in. I'm not naming anyone, because whatever faith you follow, whatever imagination you follow, whatever you trust in, it's up to you. I am no one to come in your way. Supreme orders all URSC. URSC is very specific abbreviation I am using for that person on earth, belonging to wherever country, living wherever on earth. Universe representatives on earth, I call it. Everybody has a right to be universe representative, but it depends upon your capability. Capability is self-understood. If we can do something good for universe, for earth, you have capability, you have determination, you have commitment. You think that this is your earth, this is your universe, means it belongs to you as well as you belong to this. You own this temporarily. In that case, you can call yourself universe representative. If you can keep it safe, like housekeeping is done, you can say intact capacity, intact character is done. You don't believe in demolishing everything. You don't believe in destructing everything. Whatever level of person you are on earth, you may be very small level person, or you may be a top leader or king of whatever country. If you believe in destruction, if you believe in wars, if you believe in killing people, if you believe in exploiting unduly whatever sources we have within earth, I would call that you have no right to represent you are, because you have no capability as such, in spite of fact that you may be a king or whatever. You are not, maybe by designation or by title you are a king, but by working you are a devil, you are an animal, I would say. Even animals don't attack if these are not endangered. So that's why I'm saying to do all world controls. That is my important point. I'm taking in human power of Oracle 255, which is controlling power, 55 unlimited control. So we have to be very specific in this case, and if we are not specific, I would say we are in wrong consideration. I should say that we are not here, we are elsewhere, and which elsewhere is that I cannot say. So my dear, what I want to say is that I am talking about quality of life, quality in life, quality of a person, quality everywhere. What should we think about? Do you have capacity to think? Everybody has a question to answer. Even a student can answer, can question, teacher can question, and you, in spite of the fact that you may not be very well educated, but thinking does not require any degree. Thinking is a fundamental property of mind. Everybody has been invested in or endowed by Supreme this property, if you understand that. Because a child who doesn't go to school also thinks. An animal which doesn't go to any school also thinks. Of course, to lowest level, but thinking capacity still exists. A newborn baby also thinks. So what I mean to say, don't think that you're not well educated. So what I'm talking about, education doesn't mean academics, not at all. Education means power of mind to work, which you have basic ABCD like English language. We can say you have fundamental structure already built in, but you have to use and expand that one. If you can do that, I think I am successful in convincing you. If you can not, it is up to you. If you want to have a chance, you can have a chance. Nobody can come in your way. If you want to be in designation universe representative, nobody shall teach you this. There is no power on earth that can designate universe representative, because we are living only on a component of universe, and that is called earth. Earth has got no right to say, but everybody belongs to Earth. We should not forget this. You may not have any passport that you belong to world or Earth. You have a passport of area where you live, and that is named country. More than that, you don't have any right. Nobody can push you out of this world. Nobody has any right. This world is yours until you use it or travel. This belongs to you until you avail opportunity of travel on Earth, and no one can push you out until you are demobilized by Supreme. So you should not say, I belong to this country only. Biologically, you belong to this country or that country, but otherwise you belong to all countries of Earth. You belong to not only all countries of Earth, you belong to entire universe, because you have got two components. One component is biological body, other component is a non-biological software that is integrated with you since you were born, and this shall be with you day till day you go from here, or you are demobilized for further employment. You are just an employee and not more than that. Don't try to make plans that I will do this, I will do that after 50 years, I will do my son would do this, my daughter will do this. Forget everything, because everybody belongs to Supreme. We all are children of Supreme or universe, so we have to change thinking mindset. Quality of life is not that easily defined. It's upon everybody. Quality of life, quality in life, power of soul, power of engineering, quality engineering. And what do you think about your future? You can say live dream or visionary dream or sleeping dream. So many classes of dreams are there. You can think about my future. This is also a kind of dream you establish practically, depending upon your capability, depending on your resources, and depending on power of mind, power of oracle, power of, you can say, soul. But you cannot say otherwise. So we have to be little different in this case, and that's the only reason I try to convince what I think in a way it should be. I should not say I'm right always, but I should not say also that I'm wrong as well. Right or wrong is not in my hands. That is up to people to decide, because quality is very significant part of life, and I always talk of quality. You cannot say it should be talked of or it should not be talked of, because it is very important part in life that I have got quality in life or I don't have quality. That is very important one factor. I think there's no, let us see how does it work. Let us little shift it in this way. Okay, alright, it's like this. I just reoriented this picture so that, no, my friends, what I'm saying, maybe you don't agree with me, but facts cannot be, you can say, defied. It doesn't mean if you agree it is okay, and it also doesn't mean if you don't agree. But quality all over world has degraded. In fact, it never started. Quality systems started, but fundamental quality that one should have does not work. It never started. Degrees are there, academical degrees. You may say, oh, this person is having high profile. Yes, you can say, but you tell me, if suppose you have a high profile, does it confirm that is a quality person? If I say, oh, your excellency, you're very fine, your majesty, you're fine. If I go on saying this, but does that person have majesty? That's a question here. If I say, oh, your majesty, but when I say majesty, person should be majesty. Just like, oh, your holy highness, person should be holy. Otherwise, what's the meaning of saying that? So that's what I'm saying. Society should be society. Community should be community. Quality should be quality. And dream should be dream. You should not say that dream cannot be there. Dreams can be there only. And these dreams should come true. That should be, you can say, aim. That should be line of action one can have. It is very easy to draw something. It is very easy to do based on your competency, based on your academics, based on the experience. I can speak, I can give lecture, but lecture can also not solve problems until mind is set properly. Is your mind set? That's my question. Mindset is very important everywhere. If mind is not set in right direction, you cannot know what you have to do. Just like you say, oh, I planned differently, but I moved in that direction. So it is unexpected. Yes, life is unexpected, but not for all. Those are who have got. What do you mean rich? First of all, let us decide what is richness. If you are having lot bank balance, you can call rich. That is one part. But is that only part which can be said rich? If I say I am a trillionaire, I am a billionaire, I am this and I am that, okay, you are. But are you rich? First of all, you define. Yes, you can say I am rich by bank balance. But is that bank balance permanent? That bank balance cannot be eroded? Or it is your property? You cannot say it is your property, but everybody says, oh, this is my property. Yes, from legal aspect, it is your property. But that legal aspect works here in that country only, not in addition to other. Your bank balance is powerful for use. It is not powerful for ownership. You cannot take it to any other place other than earth. You can use in earth. Everybody can. Earth has got plenty and abundance of resources and sources. Who is owner of those sources? They have made a law wherever is a country, where is a geography, below is whatever apple used your ownership. Can you go to center of earth? Tell me, okay, I am America, I am Canada, I am UK, I am India, I am this and I am that. Can you go to 6,000 kilometers below? If you cannot go there, then what's purpose of saying this is my property? Yes, you may go up to 200 meter, 200 meter, or in sea you may go up to 4 kilometers down just to explore oil. Can you go 6,000 kilometers? Never, never, never in current scenario. You may send electrical magnetic waves, it doesn't mean anything. That's what I'm saying. Then how it is your property? That's what I'm talking. Our mindset is rubbish. This earth belongs to none as far as ownership is concerned. We must keep this mind in our mind. My oracle says all those who talk like this are mindless people, despite they are very intelligent people academically and not otherwise. All scientists, all inventors, all engineers, professors, they all talk irrelatively but relative. There is no relation what they talk of, because till now no scientist, no engineer has given in 1 kilometer diameter earth on earth. Has anybody done that? Did anyone produce 1 kilometer diameter earth on earth? Nobody has done, because it's not going to work. Even if you do that, you cannot install it in orbit. That's what I'm talking about. People may call me, he's getting mad, he's getting like this, he's giving negative thinking, he's doing that and that. There is a question of negative or positive thinking, because it's real thinking. When you talk of real thinking, question of being positive or question of being negative or question of being constructive or question of being destructive does not arise. If I am a quality person, I should not worry. If I am not a quality person, I should not claim I am a quality person. Then why should I claim? When I think of, oh, I can do this, okay, I have a right to dream. And I have a right vision. I have a right to have sleeping dreams. When I sleep, I should have dream. And nobody can enter my dream. And if I say, no, my dream is based on thinking, my dream is based on my project, okay, that is professional work. But I am talking of a super professional work, which is much more than earth work, earth professional work. Whatever engineering here exists on earth, it is too tiny, too small. You say one engineer, one doctor is there, which we call sun, that illumines entire sky, entire solar system. Do we have that capacity? What can we do at night? Oh, these buildings are illuminated. This area is illuminated. We are happy to say every house has got a connection. We have a pride in that little approach, little achievement. What about sun? What about stars? Okay, stars don't contribute anything directly to illumination, but sun does in daytime. If sun can do it, why human failed to develop that power till now? If you are so powerful, what I am saying is, we are very small community of people on earth. We don't have advanced to that level, which advancement already exists in the universe. That level of engineering, that level of all theories, that level of practical aspects, medical aspects, other fields aspects, we don't have any parallel. We may supposed to go to whatever planet, doesn't matter. Do we go by walking? Sun uses some vehicle to send light. Which vehicle it sends? Do you have air vehicles here so that air comes to you? Do you have any water vehicles that comes to you? Freedom, absolutely freedom. These agencies have. Sun does not need any network for supplying its work to you. Same way, air doesn't have any network to come to you or to go from you. And also, water has same capacity. These are having so much potential that we can't understand. We can read them, we can observe them, we can experiment them, and that's it, not more than that. Do you have a capacity to understand how body is constructed, human body or other body? Nobody has any explanation. No doctor can explain how does a body operate in addition to biological arrangement. Nobody can say when death can come. Nobody can say exactly when child will be born, and it applies everywhere. That's why I'm very serious about this issue. If you do not know all this, why do you boast about undue explanations, undue achievements? Today, we don't have even a capacity to originally produce one drop of water. Because if you have to produce water, you need 2 parts hydrogen and oxygen. This means you cannot do originally. It is relatively only. Every requirement has been given by nature to human on earth. But human does not respect it because human has got no mental quality. Human has got only one quality, how to live till day to leave earth. That's it. Human does not know what is purpose of coming to this earth. You may be educated, you may not be educated. You may be religious, you may not be religious. No one knows what is purpose of coming to this earth. They only know, oh, come on, let us enjoy life. Let's have a lot of money. Let's live peacefully in a good house. Let's enjoy life in a picnic way. And then my children should enjoy. And after that, my children's children should enjoy. And that's it. You think is that purpose, only purpose, or it is just darkness we are living in? If I come here only for this purpose, then I think I don't understand what is life quality. What does it mean? Why I'm talking about quality? That is question mark. Nobody can remove this question mark to answer. Nobody has any capacity. We start weeping when somebody leaves this earth, and we start chanting, oh, come on, welcome me. Neither there is welcome, nor there is weeping required, because you are doing your term and that's it. Why should we weep? Okay, we are going, that was required. It was date of appointment. Appointing day, they had to go. And when you come, okay, you came for some job, but you forgot your job. You have to go to school, okay, that is a requirement for feeding program. But when you are grown up, everybody expects that you should have high profile status. You should have high bank balance. You should enjoy life, settle in family. I don't know what is settlement here. What does it mean to settle in family? Nobody can explain except that you have to have family and that's all. And if you have to have family and that's all, what's the purpose of that? That's the quality of life is very, very significant here. Quality doesn't mean only Quality. It has vast meaning. Quality applies not only on earth, it applies everywhere in universe. System has been qualitative because evidence remains that it has been working successfully. Since it was delivered and which day it was delivered, nobody knows. At that time, this calendar doesn't exist. These days didn't exist. These are all relative names. So we have to be sure about that I'm talking. Dreaming is very good word. You can dream. But think of what is dream. Did you ever think of? Don't say or don't consult those religious people I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in any human created religion because that is only misunderstanding of nature. There is no need. Already you can see nature, existence, nature's working. This religion doesn't give anything except disputes in society, except misunderstanding about people, except misunderstanding about life because nobody belongs to earth. Everybody has to go. I don't know which birth I was in US area. I don't know which birth I was in Jupiter, which birth I was on moon, which birth I am here, again here. So I cannot say this world belongs to me or I belong to this world permanently. It's only temporary. Temporary. In that case, how can you say your family members are yours? Okay, biologically they are yours. There is no doubt. Otherwise, soul-wise, are you there or they are there for you? That point is very important. I stress that in addition to physical engineering, in addition to development engineering, we should contemplate about what is real engineering. Because existence itself is an example of engineering. Everybody is existing here. Body is working. This body is automatic based. There is no artificial intelligence requirement. It is automatically artificially intelligent, much more than you can say body functions on its own, provided you are a good operator of mind, you are a good operator of soul. This is different kind of engineering. It's not just engineering, it is everything in engineering. Universe engineering, you can say. Universe engineering, supreme engineering. Our engineering is very small. Our medical science is very small on earth. It's too small. We could not successfully understand what COVID-19 was, and maybe more diseases are to come. We may not be able to understand. This means we did not have any knowledge about nature, about universe. So we should be clearly here. We should not hide anything. We should not just boost for sake of boosting. No need of that, because we should not boost like what I am doing. We should not say that, but we have to understand facts of life, what life is. And that point is really, let me just check on Facebook it's working or not. That's why, because I'm little in doubt. 28 minutes 40, maybe it's not working. Why? I don't know. 44, 45. Okay, just be clear, please. Let me here. Just now, please. Okay, yeah. It is 28, 29, 26. All right. Sorry, general students. So, my dear, my worry is about to understand quality, because these days what I am finding is that there is no patience in people. There is no stamina to resist. People even cannot walk. Young people cannot walk, forget seniors, forget others. I didn't find anyone walking on footpath in sun time. Yes, poor people, of course, they walk or they use cycle. But everybody use motorcycle or high profile cars and all that all over world. Because they are big people, high profile people, status people, and they boast about money. So I let them enjoy their life. I'm not coming in their way. But we have to be with facts. Body is very important part of existence. If body is not good, you cannot do anything. We previously used to call health is wealth. Money is not everything. It is something. We used to say health is wealth. Character is everything and money is nothing. We used to say that money is nothing and health is something and character is everything. But now it's not like that. It is money is everything, character is not required or it's nothing. And health, okay, we can buy doctor, we can say we can buy treatment, so it doesn't matter. So it's complete upside down, reversible. Mindset has changed. People don't respect other people. People don't respect those who work hard. People don't respect who think for nature. People don't respect who think for society. And result is consequences, crimes. So if crimes go on proliferation in society, what do you say? Is it quality society? I'm talking about entire world. Everywhere it's going on. Killing societies, killing countries, resorting to wars for no gains, for no meaning. As if they produce everything, so they want to fire. Nobody produced anything, but they want to fire. 200 countries, I should say in general. Let us say each country has got at whatever time 2 or 3 persons, let us say 2 persons, 2 leaders. Those 2 leaders in 200 means approximately 400, around 400 leaders. These 400 leaders assume that they are owners of 900 crores or 9,000 million people. How can you accept that? Am I slave to these 400 persons? Why should I be? What they have added to this world, what they have contributed to this, what is contribution acts at befooling entire population in name of beautifully defined democracy, which is nothing but democracy, I would say. Democracy has been given a name, but it is mindless crazy. It is emotional crazy. It is not democracy. Everybody is emotionalized all over the world. Are you friend of emotion or you are friend of mind? If you cannot differentiate between these two states, whether you believe in emotions or you believe in mind, you cannot do anything successfully because these are encounters to each other. Instead of being emotional, you have no capacity to think. And instead of thinking, you can never be emotional. Because if you become emotional during thinking, your sequence breaks down. So my dear friends, I am talking very specifically. Dreams are your friends, provided these are calculated dreams, provided these are viewed dreams, provided these are based on vision, not on delusion. If somebody you say in your dream, oh, I'm going to kill this one, cannot be a dream. This can never be a dream, because how can you think you can kill someone? And if you think you can kill someone, that can't be a dream. It is just something you can say imposed upon you by whatever illicit method of this world. That illicit method is very bad consideration, I would say. There are so many people whose minds are tied up, whose minds are controlled by others. This happens. But mind should be open. If you are a quality person, you believe in a quality existence, you believe in quality world, you believe in quality society, then it's your duty to be a quality person, to think about. And if you cannot use your mind properly, and you may be very well educated, I think you are a fake person. Because if your education could not open your mind, then there is no meaning of education. You may be whatever. If your mind is just bound by tiny rules, you may be a politician, but you cannot do anything for people, then you are worth or bad, you have to think about. You should not be a politician, because this is a crime to be a politician if you cannot help people. You just want to rob money of a country and go to other countries, stay there. This means you are a criminal. That's what I'm saying is, animals are sometimes better because they require only food and nothing else. They don't need bungalow, they don't need luxurious cars, they don't need anything, but we are worse than animals. We need food. Food is good for everybody all over the world, but food is lowest requirement here. If a teacup, say $50, I think not even $50, let's say in rupees, it is say 20 or 10 rupees. In 5-star or 7-star, it will be how much you know well. That's what I'm saying. Rethinking is required, reconsideration is required, reorientation is required. Mindset must be checked by everybody. It doesn't matter you are a lowest profile of work, highest profile of work. If you just think of money earning is only my destiny, I don't need anything else. I'll get promotion if I get more business in my company organization. It doesn't matter whether this money goes to people or doesn't go. If somebody claims, oh, I got this much money, I'm richest in the world, there is no meaning of that being rich, because if this money does not go to population of world. Money means wealth, currency, equivalence. It should be used by all and not collection of undue money by exploiting people cannot be called richness. This is robbery, I would simply say. Robbery. God gives you money for you think? Never. Why shall God give you undue money? What for? What are you going to do for God? It is God's earth, not your earth. It's God's sources, not your sources. Why shall God allow you every source enjoy it and exploit it? You are exploiting earth for making money. So you cannot say that's yours. It's every world citizen's right. Don't forget that. You are a foolish leader if you believe in wars, if you attack other countries. Means you don't have any sense. You cannot be called representative of the universe. You are representative of devils who can go against good spirits, good souls. It is important point we have to understand. Very easy to speak, very easy to say anything, very easy to get votes. Vote is not final answer, because there is another vote. It's only, human vote on earth. But there is another vote. What you shall do there? How can you get that vote? You cannot be full universe. Cannot at all. That's what I'm saying. If your quality of mind does not exist, you're just a dummy person. Just a dummy. Robot works on program, but you are not given any program because you never understand what's programming. Coding is not program, your mind is program. You have got already programmed, but you don't see that. Oh, you want to have artificial intelligence. There is a natural intelligence, universal intelligence, much more superior to artificial intelligence, but you are a slave of professional scientists, you are a slave of political leaders. You can't think beyond that. Your political leader is universe. Your political leader is supreme. Your scientist is supreme. Your system is earth and universe, not political leader, not only professional. It's very important to understand. And if you can't understand this, nobody can force you to understand anything because you don't want to understand anything. I say in my titles many issues like quality mind, quality life, quality in life, quality in engineering, dreams, what is supreme. I mean to say, what is soul? Soul is in a window for connection to supreme. Your soul oracle, which is actually how much you can develop, how much you can enlarge your soul. That is soul oracle, it is called. And how much you can meet, how much you can interact with others. Your body cannot fly, but your oracle is most powerful software that has complete mechanism to fly. You do not need any rocket for this. You just fly. No need of any air carrier because you are going beyond vacuum. You are going beyond skies. So you are supreme person, you can say, if you can do that. Supreme's representative you are, if you can develop. You can do whatever you wish, provided you can think. And thinking is not that easy if you don't have any objective, don't have any aim in life. If your aim is only, I am a dog, I just want to take food and that's it, I cannot answer. Regret. Because if you just want to have luxuries in life, then you cannot do anything. For doing something, you require hard practice, you require struggle. How many people think of having struggles? Did you ever survey? How many people, if you ask people, if you suppose somebody asks you, do you want to leave work today? How many would say? None. If you ask people, you want to get more money? All will say yes. Nobody will say no. Same thing, question depends upon your mindset. Remember, you are individual in this world. Everybody is individual. Everybody came alone and everybody goes alone. All these relations are just traveling relations and nothing else. If you do for them something, they like you, and if you do not do anything for them, they don't like you. It depends. But your most important relation, which can never be disconnected, that is with Universe Supreme. That relation can never be damaged if you think you are that person's, that soul's representative. It's upon your thinking. Education is a requirement, mind is a requirement, body is a requirement. But if you do not understand what is power of soul, you cannot understand anything in this life. You can only believe in material world, and material does not do anything on its own. Remember, material cannot do anything on its own until you use it your way. If you use it for one purpose, it shall be successful. If you use it for other purpose, it shall be successful. If you use it for constructive purpose, you can construct. If you use for destructive purpose, you can destruct. That privilege you have got. I am sure you understand what I am saying. This is privilege. It is not mandate. It depends upon you what way you think. If you want to have electricity by using nuclear power, or you want to have atom bomb, it's up to you. It is same thing, I want to kill someone. Okay, I agree, I decide, I kill. But it is crime. If you help same person, it's on the way. Mindset is very important, which means if you have a quality thinking mind, positive thinking mind, creative thinking mind, sponsoring nature's work. When you work for nature, you think for nature, nature becomes your own. It says, okay, you are my worker there, work for me. But everybody cannot work for, because everybody wants to enjoy life. If you want to take representation, you have to do a lot. Nobody shall come your way, because nobody understands that. Even your wife will not come your way. They won't cooperate, your wife won't cooperate, your kids won't cooperate, because you are a money earning element. And that's it. Keep on making money and keep giving them, they will be happy. And if you ask them, no, you have to work for this, you have to stay without food, you have to walk with me for 20 kilometers, they would run away. Luxury, prosperity means material gain. And doing something specific means you have to do a lot. You have to bear heat, you have to bear cold, you have to bear wind, you have to bear thunderstorm, you have to bear hot season, you have to bear fire. All these would come in way. You have to use bad clothes sometimes, dirty clothes. But no. Therefore I am saying material is one part of life, but not every part of life. If you keep materialistic all time, this world shall diminish one day. Because everybody wants to exploit earth, and that's it. No other purpose. There is no one who can say, no, I want to preserve earth. I want to make it better living purpose. For better living purpose. How many are there? say suppose 10 persons are there all over the world, it doesn't mean anything. That's why I say engineering means good job, thinkable job. Engineering profession, medical profession, this can make society better. But if you want to destroy engineering, you can destroy engineering. If you want to make this world better, you can make this world better. We have already destroyed by pollution. We have destroyed by water bodies pollution, by air pollution, by surface pollution, by skies pollution. Of course, you can go in space, you see where flights move, hundreds and thousands fly. What they do? Spoil everything. Air condition. We forget that when we use air condition mechanism, every time we use it, it goes against air quality. When we use all those requirements, all those necessities which go against pollution, against the specific quantum of specific properties of that material, we go against nature, because nature did not pollute anything. It is human that polluted everything. We should understand this. We cannot take it for granted, because you don't think also that if I am saying you accept it, not at all. Quality is very important everywhere, and work too is very important. If you don't do quality work, okay, you may say, oh, this is a practical person. This person understands my profit, but profit means nothing. थोड़ी देर में serious. If you are serious, ever thought about, do you know what is your mind? Seriously? Can you know what is your mind? Or you know only, oh, it's my brain structure and that's all? No education teaches this. We know computer, but we don't understand what is real computer. I am talking to you. Yes, it is computer device I am using. But how I am talking to you? Oh, you are talking through this image. This is digital coming onto something. But what is property of silicon chips? What is property of projections? What relation it has got? What contribution human has made? Human has just mechanized it. Otherwise, it is all natural input. Silicon, what is this? Is it artificial or it is natural? We have to be clear. Body is natural or artificial? Think about this. Your body parts are artificial or natural? There is automatism everywhere. Why we are talking of artificial intelligence? Natural intelligence is with me, already with me, but I do not know how to use it. Oh, I got education and that's enough. Education is for a couple of years, 5 years in college or university and 10 or 12 years in school. What about remaining part of education? Do we get through academics? No. It's life. It doesn't matter if you don't know good language, you cannot calculate everything, but everybody works. A person works in civil engineering field, let us say a helper or a person who doesn't have any academics, but that person gives something which a PhD cannot give, which an engineer cannot give. Engineer can tell you like this, but engineer cannot do that. That difference we have to understand. Okay, academics is one part, significant part, but work is another part. What academic universe has got? Do you know that? How it produced this universe? Why don't we think that way? How sun was produced? How it's functioning? All time it functions. It doesn't go to sleep. Earth goes to sleep, you think? Never. Sun goes? Never. Only we go to sleep because we are supreme. I am above supreme. I need rest. I worked a lot. I'm tired. I don't care about sun. I don't care about earth. I must sleep well. This is what I sometimes enjoy by self-talking. And I think you should also talk like that, because you have to open your mind, your soul. Soul and mind are complementary to each other. Your brain mind does not mean anything if your soul does not give input to it. That is just bone structure and nothing more than that. You may call neuron, you may call whatever, but it got no meaning at all if you do not know what is soul part. Soul part, very significant part, and if I don't know that, I think I am wrong in that case, because I can say that is my foolishness as a person if I do not know how my mind functions. And it's also not true that only I can tell you no. You can check it yourself. There is no requirement of any medical scientist. No need. You are your medical scientist. You can understand just like you understand your nose, your eyes. Many times I refer that eye is very small in size if you compare to face or your body. Very, very small, and its black color ball is very, very small. I think 5 millimeter hardly, or 10 millimeter. I talked to doctor, he says, Dr. Kuldeep says yes, very small, but don't forget it can reach at night to locations of stars. Just think about what hardware and software is there. What is composition of this lens that we have, which can go to stars at night. Twinkling, twinkling, little star. We say that. This means if this small size lens has got a capacity which can pull you to that level, what is capacity of your so big size of mind, which I consider on an average basis 200 centimeter square surface area, and what silicon chips it is, how does it operate? If your small silicon chips, which is based on, you can say, micron, that is 10 to the power minus 6, 1 over 1,000,000,000, a micron can project micron square a meter surface area on screen or projection. What your eyeball gives you, it can take you there. 10 to the power 27 kilometer, or 10 to the power 20, whatever it is. Let's say 10 to the power 23 kilometers from here, it can take you there. The size is 200 centimeters. I'm saying where it can take you, what power it can develop. Just think about this. Two parts of body. Eyes is just a part which allows you to have transparency of signals or photons that come to earth from sun, and it reaches your mind, auricle, and tells you what you are looking at. This means what projection created by mind shall tell you. Do not hear. What it shall tell you. 200 centimeter square circle and its chips projection. How big you can see. And if you develop power from 10 to the power minus 6 to 10 to the power 7 and gradually 1 by 1 addition, what sort of person you would be in mind? It's not just bones I'm talking. I'm talking impact on bones by electromagnetic radiations. Perhaps, I'm not sure, that we get in our soul auricle. These signals are very strange, very powerful, and these cannot be hacked. Your software can be hacked, your system can be hacked, but these are, you can say, hacked proofed mental signals. And if you understand that, you can solve many universe problems, earth problems, and your own health problems. But we would not accept it. Not at all. No one will accept this. It doesn't matter if you don't accept this. Facts cannot be denied. And engineering is based on facts, not on fiction. I am talking facts, I am not talking fictions. We have to apply formula 10 to the power minus 6 and calculate what can be size of your brain, a sound brain, a normal brain, keeping 200 centimeter square size. Generally I am saying, and getting more spherical, because computer projection is always spherical. And you shall know a lowest quality person has got how many papers A4 size stored in your mind. That is what I am saying. Don't take it otherwise. Life is that. I am not soul scientist, I am not soul engineer, but there is no one as such also everywhere or elsewhere on earth. Because on earth, material is more important than non-material. Everybody knows, oh, this is material, this person is materialistic, this person is practical. Oh, this person is talking nonsense, he doesn't know anything. He should talk about soil, he should talk about aggregate, he should talk about gold, he should talk about this, he should talk about money. They would tell me what I should do, but they would not tell what they can do or doesn't. He says like that means if you want to criticize someone, you keep criticizing, telling others that this person did not do that, but you would never say I did that. It's like that. A person who does not tell about its own weakness or defects always try to hide them by telling about others that this person did this wrong and this person did this wrong, but that person who tells himself did nothing. This is life. Just to keep yourself upper hand, you say like that, and that is not acceptable. Those persons who work, they never criticize others. If there is debate, that is different one, they refer to someone, something. Otherwise, those people who understand mind, first of all, they are so much immersed in their mental state that they forget even sometimes food time. I always try to talk a lot about this subject, but because of many reasons, people get disappointed because this person is not practical. This person does not have good life, that's why he's talking like that. But these opinions, these comments, these remarks would not harm me, because I am not bound by anybody on this earth. I am a person that I am bound by that person, my boss, and that is Supreme, Universe Supreme. I have to report to that one, and everybody has to report to that one as well. You are not going to report to your king after you leave this world. You are not going to report to your president after you leave this world. You are not going to report to your family members, but your family permanent members are those. If you can understand this point, I think you shall be a better person. And if you cannot understand this point, I would not say you are a wrong person, but I would say that you are not a quality person, and that's it. If you cannot quality your mind, you cannot do anything good in this world. Quality means use of mind. Quality means change of thinking. Quality means thinking, and quality means change in change. Because if you want to do next level of quality, you have to change. You have to think about change. You have to think about improvement. And if you say, I am not concerned with this, I am happy with that, there is no one to stop you as well. But one day your market shall go away. That's it. Currently, all over the world, there is no quality, to be very frank. It doesn't mean anything. You may have certificates. You may have, system is there. This is there, that is there. But we are running behind what? We do not know what. We do not know what's our destination. Where will we go? We do not know. We claim only, and that's it. And I am very serious. Very, very serious. People are wasting time. They do not want to think about. Only formula is Keep thinking, thinking and thinking on whatever you do. And if you cannot think, you cannot be a quality person. If you think, other person who raises a question would think many more times what to talk to you. If you cannot think, then you are not leader. If you can think and you can respond, you are a leader, even if you are lower age. You may be 80 years, 70 years. If you cannot think, you can never be leader. And even follower, because follower also sometimes need some mind. So my dear friends, it is fundamental requirement. And if you cannot do that, you waste your energy for nothing. Keep crying, keep shouting, keep fighting, keep killing people, keep using bombs, keep using missiles. What is result? Except destruction and destruction. On whose behalf? On your own behalf. Because you did not stop it. You were foolish leader who initiated this. You supported that leader because you are fool. And that leader is super fool. That's it. This is not your property. You did not produce earth. You did not produce material. You did not produce uranium. You did not produce thorium. But you are laughing. You are enjoying. We got it. We got victory. We got this and we got that. But you did not get any victory. That is just imaginary victory. In wars, no one can win. Both ends loosen. So don't think that you did a quality job. You did a destructive job, which can never be called a quality job. You may be happy in your way. Oh, my people are happy because you have to get votes from them. And this votes democracy is mockery of independence, mockery of freedom of people. You indirectly are made slaves by those leaders because those leaders are only interested in getting seat and retaining seat. But you are interested on some benefits and that's it. If you think that is life, it's your right. But don't forget, it is your responsibility. If you cannot think, then there's no difference between you and an animal. And if you can think, then think goes to think again and then again and then again and then again. I'm not going to talk a little more on this because of time restriction. I think you got something on this. If you can start thinking about this, I'll be happy. It's up to you. I'm no one to explain anything more on this. I'll be back again next time because I'm just restricting timings because of many reasons. I'll be back to you. I'll talk about more and more on quality, more and more on dreams, more and more on engineering. Because engineering, there are so many videos I've produced in past, but I'm not sure whether or not people like them. And people would not like this also, I know. But it doesn't matter. My job I'm doing, your job you do. I'm not demanding anything from you and shall never demand. I am not even saying you share it or you like it. No, I don't say that. My job is my aim and that's it. I'm not interested in anything from anybody. My friend is there. My boss is there. My market is there. And that's it. I hope you understand and let me go now. Go now to somewhere which I don't know where, but we have to be serious here, and that seriousness is now here, and that's it.